everybody! Wow, it's been a long time since I made a video. It's kind of crazy. I have some new developments here. As you can see, I got my lip pierced, which I'm really happy about. Thanks, Big Brain. I can't stop playing with it. I also got a new jacket, and it smells like Cowboys, like Tractor Supply Co. I don't know why, it's like the mixture of like, I don't even know, it just smells good. Um, I'm also applying for college so I can get in there and, have a life or a career or something to fall back on. Um, I'm really scared about college. I never liked school ever. I was never really good in it, except for maybe English class. But I never wrote the topic that the teacher would tell us. I would just, write a story about something weird, and somehow I passed. I guess I was good at it. Let's see. I got a Justin Bieber look going on here, so I kind of tucked it behind this ear, so it doesn't suck. Life in general. I know I always talk about this where it's like, life, don't let life get you down, blah, blah, blah. But for me, right now, with everything that has gone on in my family as of right now, um, we are, as a family, it is in our genetics that we have addictive personalities, um, horribly so, and it's on both sides of my family. Um, and it's to the point to where, I kind of, I don't hate who I am necessarily, but the fact that, I can so easily slip into, having an addiction and, being caught underneath that is what scares me the most, I think. Recently, it was brought to my eyes how deadly and how much that it can, overpower your family. And there's nothing that you can do except support that person. And, I've, when I'm faced with a problem, I research. Um, and as far as like addictions and everything, I research, how it works, why people do it, um, how it affects the brain, the body, um, how that certain drug is maybe made, or, the origin of it. Just so I can put it in my head that, to where I can understand what is going on for this person to have to rely on this drug, or have to rely on, you know, have to rely on that to make them happy, and they're not necessarily happy because they have to rely on that. And I think it scares me more than anything that I could potentially be like that, where I have to depend on a substance in order to live. And it scares me more than anything, and that's why, I'm headstrong into getting into college and, um, staying away from, not necessarily staying away, making sure that I don't put myself in a position where I would have to. Um, I used to drink a lot. Um, I used to smoke, but now I'm not putting myself in that situation because I'm scared. And, it shouldn't have even had to come to that. I shouldn't have done it in the first place, but the fact is that I did. And now I'm scared. I don't want to be like that. Um, so as a person, I've made that choice to stay away from that. And that's what works for me. Now, I'm not sitting here, I'm not bashing anyone who, has drinks or smokes, because that's your lifestyle. This, what I'm doing here is I'm just explaining, you know, what it's done to my life. Um, let's see. Um, I want to go to school for a couple of different things. One is criminal justice. Um, I would really like to go in for maybe film, behind the camera, producing, not necessarily directing, but, maybe like stunt work, or not necessarily stunt work, but I mean like choreography, um, you know, film producer, maybe a camera operator, um, a grip, you know, producer, scouts, the talent industry, the movie industry, the film. It all interests me. Ever since I was little, I I used to do plays at the Rose, at the theater when I was a kid, and I was the only one that ever knew my lines before anybody else, and as well as everybody else's lines too. Um, so I mean, if I would love to go into that, you know, um, maybe carpentry. The Peace Corps interests me as of late. Go and help out in like Africa or South America. Probably South America because I know most of the language. Um, I mean, these are all just options that I've realized that I have for myself, and that's amazing. Because before, the ability that a human being has in order to make choices, to know what they want to do in their life, is it's cool. You know, take advantage of it. I haven't. I'm almost 19 years old, and I'm a bum. And so I realized that I really need to take control of my life and be somebody. Because if I don't, nobody else will. What's most important in life is for you to be proud of yourself, not for anybody else to be proud of you. For you to be proud of yourself. Somebody really important told me that. Somebody really important to me. There are two things in life that are really important. Respect for yourself and everyone else, and for you to be proud of yourself, not for anybody else to be proud of you. He was right. He was right. Much family love.